को बनाइए ताकि बिहार में भी शिक्षा हो, बिहार में भी बच्चों के लिए रोजगार हो, बिहार के बच्चों को भी बाहर मजदूरी करने न जाना पड़े। ये संदेश बांकीपुर के लोगों ने दिया है। बांकीपुर की जनता इतना ही मोदी जी से आग्रह कर रही है कि किसी अच्छे चरित्रवान काबिल आदमी को बिहार का मुख्यमंत्री बनाइए ताकि बिहार के लोग भी इस बात का गौरव, बिहारी होने का गौरव कर सके।
थैंक द पीपल ऑफ बांकीपुर फ्रॉम द कोर ऑफ माई हार्ट। इतनी मेहनत की है तो जीतना, और बांकीपुर का जनता।
Viewers, the Bankipur bypoll election result has more than one message. The most obvious message, obviously, is to the BJP that voters can't be taken for granted. That you may win the state, but still lose a key seat. That is clear, there's no doubt about it. But the verdict in Bankipur has a larger message. The vote chori lie stands completely exposed, viewers. Look at the contest and the result closely. This was the prestige battle for the BJP. The seat vacated by their now national president, Nitin Nabin. A stronghold they have held for decades. But they could not save it this time. Prashant Kishor won comfortably. Viewers, the verdict is clear. People picked Prashant Kishor over BJP. Which political party would want this kind of embarrassment for itself if the BJP has been or had been resorting to vote chori? Would they not indulge in vote chori even here? Which is why I am saying that with this result, the entire fakery of vote chori has been or should be put to rest. When parties lose, they try foul. They shout vote chori, spin stories of theft, manipulation. But when voters vote for them, suddenly all is well, no complaints. And Prashant Kishor himself had raised alarm after his party failed to open an account earlier. Even during this campaign in Bankipur, he spoke of irregularities. But the moment the people voted him in, the complaints vanished. Prashant Kishor is now not talking about the misuse of agencies, etc., etc. That is how the game works. Lose and stream, theft, chori, whatever you want to say. And if you win, you declare the system is pure. I won because I was the better candidate. Now from vote chori fakery, let me address another issue, and that is Congress's fantasy. The Congress has rushed to link this result to Gen Z anger. They claim Rahul Gandhi stands with the youth of the country and that the youth have taught the BJP a lesson. That is what the Congress is saying. But viewers, look at the numbers. The RJD candidate backed by the Congress alliance did not even come second. If this was truly about the magic of the so-called Jan Nayak, their own alliance candidate would have won. He's not even come second, third. The people chose someone else. So the link to Gen Z is flawed, and this logic is nothing but fantasy. This bypoll has busted fakery and fantasy all at once, viewers. Sample what Prashant Kishor had said before the election result, and what he says after the election result, and also sample what the Congress leaders are linking this to, how they're linking this to Gen Z.
प्रकार से दिल्ली के अंदर जो ना बच्चों के ऊपर अत्याचार हुआ, जो ना हराया गया जनता ने, ये एक बड़ी जो ना लोगों की जो है ना वो जीत है.
We'll play out what Prashant Kishor said his before and after in just a bit. Let me open this up. Sanju Verma, the national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Akshat Shonak is the national spokesperson of the Jan Suraaj Party. Dr. Rajkumar Rajan, national spokesperson of the RJD. Rashid Kidwai, senior journalist, needs no introduction. Advocate Vandana Sinha is the spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party. Tehseen Poonawala will be with us shortly. And Dr. Anand Ranganathan completes this panel. Akshat, congratulations. What do you make of the victory in Bankipur?
Thank you, Pranesh. I heard you were talking about what sort of analysis can be drawn from the results of this particular bypoll. See, for me and my party, this win is the win of Suraaj's mission. And it is both historic and path-breaking in many ways. The so-called unbeaten bastion has completely collapsed under the stress and anger of Bankipur's Janta. And this is historic in another manner because after 3 decades, the people has chosen to completely wipe out BJP from there, which belongs to, and the seat belongs to the national president of the Bharatiya Janata Party. And this completely sends a clear message that the people of Bihar have done a referendum of the current government, the policies adopted by the current government. They may have given us 0 seats in the past election, but by analyzing what has happened in this whole course...
No, Akshat, one minute. I think we're jumping the gun here. Let's go slowly. 1 minute. Prashant Kishor says this verdict is a message to the BJP leadership that you must change your CM. If the verdict has this message, then what was the message when the Suraaj got 0 seats in Bihar Assembly polls? Change your party president? Get someone else to head the JSP?
No. The people of Bihar had rejected our efforts and we were not able to clearly go to them, and they didn't accept what we were going to convey, and we were telling them at that point of time.
No, that is the result. Akshat, I get the result, but what was the message? Like, the result is that the BJP candidate has lost. But Prashant Kishor is saying that the message is that the chief minister must be changed. So when the Suraaj got 0 seats, what was the message?
The reason why Prashantji is saying, because if you would have followed our election campaign, one of the issues which we had put forward people were that if you want your voice to be raised till the Prime Minister of the country, if you want the voice of Bankipur to be raised to the people of Bihar, that this particular government is inefficient, the CM is not that good, as because इन्होंने तो वोट लिया था कि 25 से 30 फिर से नीतीश, and then they replaced forcibly another, they brought in another guy and they made him the chief minister. This has been the resentment of the people, which has been translated directly into the votes.
Resentment of the people. And Prashant Kishor's, campaign resonated with the people. Look, he is the winner. So, which is why I began by congratulating you, taking nothing away from the victory. Tehseen, I'll come to you. What explains the euphoria in the Congress party? Congress leaders are reacting as if, Congress has won. The Congress candidate, the Congress, first of all, did not put a candidate. You are a joint candidate, alliance candidate. वो भी third आए. And the Congress has the audacity to link this to Gen Z. भाई कौन से generation में अभी आप लोग? How is this linked to Gen Z?
So, since the question is to me, grateful for having me on the show. At the onset, congratulations to Prashant Kishor. I met him a month ago in Mumbai, and to his representative out here, many, many congratulations.
Which is why he's won. You should meet Rahul Gandhi also.
No matter, don't now let that be. We leave some pains for me to live with. The point that I'm trying to make is that I think the Congress must internally reflect that with the decline of the RJD, which it is, why has the Congress not been able to occupy the principal opposition space? I think the Congress needs to reflect upon this. Rashid ji has covered the Congress very well, and he should think about this, because this was an opportunity for the Congress to sort of get the alliance to do well. What this shows is that there is a disconnect with conventional parties, including the BJP. Yes, the BJP's won 1 seat in Gujarat, the Congress won something in MP. But what this also shows is that there is a new breed of options being looked at by the citizens. Why the Congress supporters are supporting, my advice to them genuinely is that don't look at defeating BJP, look at coming to power. There's a difference in the two. If you look at defeating the BJP, it's fine, but your aim in politics should be positive. How you can come to power.
Tehseen, you've taken on, on that philosophical tangent. वो सही नहीं है. Let's, no, 1 minute, 8 minutes. Let's keep it easy for the viewer. You are blaming the RJD. Why is the Congress not stepping up? For everyone in the Congress who thinks Rahul Gandhi is some Jan Nayak, the effect was, clearly not seen.
Campaigned, in my opinion. He should have campaigned. See, with regards to Bihar, okay, I'll tell you two things about the Congress. They need to buck up on that organization in Bihar. I can't lie on your show. Even the honorable leader of opposition's Chhatra outreach was supposed to happen from Bihar and it got cancelled. So I think the organization in Bihar needs to buck up. I think, in my opinion, this is my opinion, they had some guy from Shadi.com or Divorce.com or something running the show there. And that guy really has created some sort of a
there you go.
hassle. So I hope
Mr.
that
Kidwai, Tehseen has made your analysis easier. Aap, sir, shuru ho jaiye. What do you make of this, Mr. Kidwai? And I'm asking this, seriously, because I was appalled to hear Congress leaders drawing a link to of Gen Z and saying that this verdict is a referendum on Rahul Gandhi's leadership, etc., etc.
So, Pranesh, we must get few things straight. We, in our country, constitutionally, we don't have a concept of any political referendum. At best, these by-elections, three assembly segments spread all over the, and 3 states is a kind of some small sample survey. And you can draw some kind of conclusion because after all, we are in a electoral democracy. So outcome determines a lot of things. To be fair to the Congress, there was, when Bihar elections were being held, there was some kind of conversation was there for a possible alliance with Jan Suraaj party, and I am privy to it. There were some talks, but it didn't materialize simply because the senior party leaders like Mr. Kharge and others were of the view that how much would 0 + 0 mean? A political party opening its account in assembly election is significant, but it is not that significant. But let me remind through you, your viewers, that sometimes even a single MLA can create a bit of a stir, just as Ram Manohar Lohia had won as independent and it posed a lot of problems and challenges to Nehru government at that point of time. So it happens. Let's see how it pans out. But I can't rule out a possibility of Congress doing, a kind of TVK Vijay in Bihar to Tejasvi Yadav. That possibility there because there is a worldview which Congress leadership, particularly the Gandhis and Prashant Kishor share, and Tejasvi Yadav is not on the same page on a lot of issues. So therefore, we can see this kind of possibility.
Then, Mr. Kidwai, so I began by saying that this verdict exposes both the fakery and the fantasy, the vote chori fakery, and this, Jan Nayak, Gen Z fantasy of the Congress party. Do you agree with me, sir?
See, we in our country are not a single, issue democracy. There are different meanings to different people. All political parties.
No, I get that, Mr. Kidwai. But whatever this verdict is worth, do you agree? Do you agree with the larger?
I'm not getting into it.
Okay, you're not getting into it.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, Tehseen, yes. Is there anything left to say? Tehseen?
It's just 1 minute. It's very important.
Yeah.
Rashid ji, continuously the gentleman whose name you took, whose son is also a minister in Karnataka, if the judgment with Tamil Nadu is also wrong and the judgment with Bihar is also wrong, then where does accountability stop? I'm honestly asking this as a voter of Congress. Because if we don't win, our celebration, as Pranesh is rightly panning us, is about BJP losing. When does you see the Congress in government? So where does the accountability stop, Rashid ji? At some point, the buck has to stop somewhere and accountability will have to be taken. Or is it going to be just Shadi.coms, Divorce.coms, these people who are running the show and then they get away with no accountability? And I'm saying this because I'm very angry that we keep losing.
No, so they just launch a protest. Don't go to Jantar Mantar. Go to Congress office and do a protest there. This ethanol thing can wait, Tehseen. If you think this is, an issue closer to your heart, इस पे भी करना चाहिए आपको. Write 2 messages on the placard. Seriously. Because you can't have this situation where the BJP is lost. Obviously, the BJP is lost. But the BJP is not saying vote chori. When the Congress loses, Congress says vote chori. Now that the Congress has lost, Congress is saying Rahul Gandhi की जीत है, Gen Z की जीत है. संजू वर्मा, आपको vote चोरी बोलना आपके लिए आसान है, क्यों नहीं बोल रही हैं आप वोट चोरी? इतना बड़ा एम्बैरेसमेंट है, नेशनल प्रेसिडेंट वाली सीट हार गए आप।
You know, Pranesh, first and foremost, my congratulations to Prashant Kishor and to the Jan Suraaj party on a very emphatic victory. I just want to make one thing very clear. You know, vote chori hai, EVM machine में कुछ गलती थी, you know, ज्ञानेश कुमार जो चीफ इलेक्शन कमिश्नर हैं वो तो बीजेपी के एजेंट हैं. This is, you know, completely the sloganeering which is meant for sore losers. बीजेपी is not a sore loser. हम जीतते हैं तो हम सेलिब्रेट करते हैं और हम हारते हैं तो हम इंट्रोस्पेक्शन करते हैं. Before I move any further, on the 6th of February 2026, the Supreme Court dismissed the petition by Prashant Kishor. Prashant Kishor went knocking on the doors of the Supreme Court saying, "Pura ka pura 2025 Bihar election radd kiya jaye." He said Bihar elections were conducted fraudulently. And do you know what Justice Joymana Bagchi told Prashant Kishor? Justice Joymana Bagchi asked Prashant Kishor, "Will you come to us with a petition if, say, you win in the future?" So I want to ask Prashant Kishor today on a lighter note. आज तो आपने बांकीपुर से जीत दर्ज की है, क्या आप अभी सुप्रीम कोर्ट जाएंगे कि ये इलेक्शन जिसमें मैं जीता हूं उसे रद्द किया जाए? But anyway, that was to showcase the hypocrisy of the Jan Suraaj party. My limited point is this. I have always said this and I am not going to retrace my words. For BJP, every election matters. For me to sit here and say that the Bankipur bypoll does not matter, you know, I'm not going to go down that path. But I want to say one thing. 2024, Pranesh, bypolls were held in 9 constituencies in Maharashtra. BJP won 7 out of 9 with a strike rate of 78%. सबने कहा तो क्या बड़ी बात हो गई यदि आपका बाइपोल में 78% स्ट्राइक रेट था. November 2024 bypolls were held in 4 Bihar constituencies: Tarari, Ramgarh, Imamganj and Belaganj. The NDA won all the 4, including the BJP, which won Tarari and Ramgarh. We had a strike rate of 100% as NDA. और तब क्या कहा था आरजेडी और कांग्रेस ने? So what? बाइपोल जीतना कौन सी बड़ी बात है? तो जो लोग 2024 में कहते थे बाइपोल जीतना
but
बड़ी
Sanju
बात
Verma,
नहीं है.
what explains or how do you think the BJP lost Datia and Bankipur? Datia में भी काफी infighting हुई थी. Narottam Mishra, I think, was giving interviews to local channels and was all smiles.
You know, Pranesh, I'm not taking the easy way out, but I think BJP has a core committee, BJP has a parliamentary board, and the entire Bihar dispensation, the central dispensation, will get down to the
नहीं
brass
मैम वो तो
tacks
है. The
and
BJP
find out.
also has, you know, a team of spokesperson. अब core committee तो टीवी पे आके सवाल का जवाब नहीं देगी ना. What do you think happened?
नहीं, प्रशांत किशोर ने जीत क्यों हासिल की और बीजेपी की यहाँ पर हार क्यों हुई, despite the fact that Nitin Nabin has won this repeatedly since the first time in 2006. We will get down to the reasoning, but my last point, Pranesh, which is very important. For all the opposition darbaris who are saying that this is a Gen Z vote against BJP, almost 1.89 crore people from Gen Z voted in Lok Sabha 2024 और BJP जीती. तब तो आपने ये नहीं कहा.
Let me bring in Dr. Rajan before I get in Dr. Ranganathan. Dr. Rajan, ये तो आपका कैंडिडेट सर सेकंड भी नहीं आया, थर्ड आए. कांग्रेस आरजेडी कंबाइन, आप लोग क्यों सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं?
देखिए प्रणेश जी, यह समझना होगा कि बांकीपुर में जो रिजल्ट आया है वह रिजल्ट सत्ता के विरोध में आया है. एक ऐसी सत्ता जो तानाशाह हो गई थी और सत्ता मिलने के उपरांत बुलडोजर जिस तरह से बिहार में चले, गरीबों के घर जिस तरह से उजाड़े गए, बेरोजगारी में कोई, शिक्षा में कोई सुधार नहीं किया जा रहा है.
डॉक्टर राजन,
तमाम तरह के
बीजेपी की सरकार बिहार में तानाशाह है, बुलडोजर चला दिया, गरीबों को बहुत नुकसान पहुंचाया. उनके लिए आवाज कौन उठा रहा है विपक्ष में बिहार से? आपके नेता तेजस्वी यादव उठा रहे हैं ना? इसमें तो हाँ बोल सकते हैं आप.
प्रणेश बिल्कुल हम उठा रहे हैं.
नहीं, आप उठा रहे हैं, लेकिन देखिए आवाज उठा रहे तेजस्वी यादव और लोग वोट दे रहे प्रशांत किशोर को और आप लोग खुश हो रहे हैं. आपके पार्टी कैंडिडेट को वोट क्यों नहीं मिला?
यह समझना होगा, नहीं प्रणेश, यह समझना होगा कि यह हार बीजेपी की है, क्योंकि बीजेपी को पारंपरिक सीट है।
हार तो उनकी है ही सर, उनकी तो बहुत बुरी हार है। डॉक्टर राजन, ये कौन कह रहा है कि उनकी हार नहीं है? वो तो अपने नेशनल प्रेसिडेंट का सीट नहीं बचा पाए, उनके लिए तो हार बहुत बड़ी है। इसीलिए मैंने कहा प्रेस्टीज सीट थी। आप लोग क्यों सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं, मुझे ये बताइए। आप तो ऑपोजिशन थे, जनता की आवाज, ऑल्टरनेटिव, हटा दिया आपको, बुलडोजर वोटर्स ने चला दिया आप पे।
नहीं, चुनाव देखिए, चुनाव जनता चयन करती है और जनता सर्वोपरि है। एक नए चेहरे को जनता ने चुना है और चुनावी मैनेजमेंट के कारण प्रशांत किशोर वहां से जीते हैं।
तो नहीं, चुनावी मैनेजमेंट के कारण वो जीते हैं। वाह, चुनावी मैनेजमेंट। आप लोग चुनावी मैनेजमेंट नहीं कर पाए। लंदन से पार्टी नहीं चलती है डॉक्टर राजन, उसके लिए पटना में रहना पड़ेगा। डॉक्टर रंगनाथन।
Good evening, Pranesh, and good evening to my fellow panelists. First of all, congratulations to Prashant Kishor and his party and Akshat ji, who's a spokesperson. And my commiseration to my dear friend and brother Tehseen. Don't be too disheartened, Tehseen, but at least today he'll be supporting E20 because he'll be drowning his sorrows in that. Or is it E40? I don't know. But look, there are 3 or 4 things that I think, as the very famous adage, goes, and you also know that, Pranesh, success has many fathers, failures has an orphan. In this case, it is half and half because failure also has many fathers. But before that, I want to show this to Akshat ji. I hope this is Prashant Kishor ji at the end of the Bihar results last year when he says polls were rigged, but I have no proof. I hope today he has the proof that polls were rigged and he has won. No, but be that as it may, I think it's a great victory for him. But the fact of the matter is, when I say orphan has many fathers, I think BJP, you have to give it credit. It has snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. I know Sanjuji is coming after me, but please allow me this, Sanjuji, because couple of things. You see, what happened was that you had the BJP candidate who had filed his nominations, who was supported by the current Chief Minister of Bihar. He's called Bunty, the candidate. He withdrew at the last moment because his father was connected to the fodder scam. And one of the issues that BJP was running in this campaign of this constituency was do not elect those who were indicted in fodder scam. So he had to withdraw, and BJP replaced him with a last minute candidate, who hardly anybody knew. Of course, I think it goes without saying, if Nabeenji was contesting this, it would have been, I think, I wouldn't say a cakewalk, but Prashant would have been given a run for his money. In this case, be that as it may, the fact is that BJP chose somebody who, even the electorate, even the BJP, people who were fighting for him did not know who he was till the last moment. So this is one of the reasons. The other, of course, then you can come up with a lot of other reasons why he won, why BJP lost. But I think the major reason was that the election, the candidate of the BJP was not known to people. If it was Nitin Nabeen, then...
No, Dr. Ranganathan, you're blaming the candidate, but, after every election, the BJP says people vote for our, election mascot.
Well, the election mascot usually is Modi, but in this case, he did not go and campaign there. In fact, even Nitish Kumar ji did not campaign. So the fact of the matter is that taking votes in the name of Modi did not work in this case. Be that as it may, it is also true that people usually vote at, how the development has happened in the constituency. Of course, there is always disgruntlement against any candidate, that goes without saying, even in Varanasi. But the fact of the matter is that this was, I would say, one of the major reasons why BJP lost.
And do you agree when the Congress says that this is because of Gen Z's anger and Rahul Gandhi represents Gen Z?
Yeah, I firmly believe that a 55-year-old person represents the Gen Z. Yes, I am with Tehseen on that count, yes.
Okay. Vandana Sinha. Ma'am, the Congress is taking credit for the defeat of the BJP in this bypoll. Your thoughts?
First of all, many congratulations, one who won and the spokesperson as well. So, what
वंदना
I
जी
feel,
नाम ले लीजिए, वन हु वन, एक ही तो, ओनली वन पर्सन वन, उनका
of
नाम ले
course,
लीजिए, कोई बात नहीं।
जो बीजेपी को हरा रहे हैं उनको बहुत बहुत कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस। यहाँ
आप
बैठे
नाम भी नहीं ले रहे।
हुए स्पोक्स पर्सन
प्रशांत किशोर जीते।
अक्षत जी को बड़े बहुत कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस। और सबके लिए आई थिंक इट्स अ मैटर ऑफ प्राइड ऑल्सो दैट दे वोन दिस सीट। एंड लेट मी टेल यू द फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट, Pranesh, because I think that the entire voter has decided to settle all three bills at once. That Chanda Chori and E20 and the paper leak. So the Janta, I think the public has shown the real face of BJP. Despite all the vote chori, despite all work for
Vandana
this
ji,
election.
let me ask you a more fundamental question. Obviously, Chanda Chori is a big issue, and you're saying that this was a referendum on Chanda Chori also. Do you believe any election result is a referendum on the leadership, the top leadership?
See, Pranesh, now it shows the anger of the voters.
Right.
It shows the anger of the voters.
I agree with you. It obviously shows the anger, but can you link that anger to the disillusionment of, to the leadership? That is my question.
This is linked to Chanda Chori. This is linked to paper leak.
वो तो issue है ना, मैं पूछ रहा हूँ leadership से।
This is linked to not taking the accountability. Where is Amit Shah?
So this is this verdict, Amit Shah.
The accountability.
यही चाह रहा था कि ये accountability किसकी है? अमित शाह, नरेंद्र मोदी, right?
Exactly. This is what I'm telling you. Where is Amit Shah? Why is not taking the accountability?
Now, when the former Delhi Chief Minister made the Delhi election a referendum, और जब result आया, what was that?
This is what I'm telling you. Despite all vote chori, which is a pattern, which is the modus operandi of BJP now. So because he thought this is the cakewalk.
Okay. No, so is this also vote chori, Vandana Sinha? बीजेपी ने अपने ही वोट चुरा लिए और बोला प्रशांत किशोर तो जीतने दो।
I'm talking about the present election. And as far as if you're talking about
Dr. Ranganathan has a yes or no question for you.
No, this is a fantastic logic by the student of Mr. Kejriwal, Vandana ji, but I have a very simple question. She's saying BJP lost this bypoll because of all the issues that have come together, including the exam paper leak, including Gen Z, including Chanda Chori. So simple question, why has BJP won a bypoll today then? वहां क्या हो गया? लोगों को पता नहीं, खबर नहीं पहुंची, इंटरनेट नहीं जा रहा था वहां पे।
Mr. Ranganathan, this is what we have to show the face of BJP. अभी समझ में आ गया कि सारा नहीं जीत सकते हो. The way he
तो वोट चोरी नहीं हो रही है ना वंदना जी? अगर सारा नहीं जीत सकते हैं तो आप मान रही है ना वोट चोरी नहीं हो सकता है. आप अपने आप को क्यों एक्सपोज कर रही हैं?
Despite vote chori, BJP is not going to win the
Despite vote chori.
Now, उनका ये पैटर्न था. अब
Sanju Verma, BJP is not even good at vote chori. Why are you doing this to yourself, Sanju Verma? At least get better at vote chori.
You know, प्रणेश, मुझे वो कहावत याद आती है, हमको मालूम है जन्नत की हकीकत क्या है, लेकिन दिल को खुश करने के लिए गाली बेख्याल अच्छा है. पूरे के पूरे विपक्ष को पता है that BJP has been on a winning spree because of conviction, because of the work done, because of welfareism, because of structural reform, so on and so forth, and because of the infra boom that has been unleashed. But I want to point out one thing. When Arvind Kejriwal की धज्जियां उड़ा दी थी दिल्ली असेंबली इलेक्शंस में, परवेश साहिब सिंह वर्मा ने, तब ये कहने लगे वोट चोरी हुई है. सौरभ भारद्वाज की धज्जियां उड़ा दी शिखा रॉय ने. सौरभ भारद्वाज कहने लगे नहीं वोट चोरी हुई है. मनीष सिसोदिया की धज्जियां उड़ा दी तरविंदर सिंह ने. मनीष सिसोदिया रोने लगे वोट चोरी हुई है. संजू वर्मा यहाँ प्रणेश रॉय के शो पर रो नहीं रही. वी आर सेइंग वी विल गेट बैक टू द ड्राइंग बोर्ड and redraw a strategy. But very quickly, just one point, Pranesh. On this Gen Z bit, please bear with me for 20 seconds. In the last Madhya Pradesh elections, 18 lakh Gen Z voters voted for BJP. 22 lakh Gen Z voters voted for BJP in Maharashtra. 19 lakh voted for BJP in Haryana. 6 lakh voted for BJP in Delhi. 11 lakh voted for BJP in Bihar. 8.3 lakh voted for BJP in Assam, and 21.7 lakh Gen Z voters voted for BJP in Bengal. तो यहाँ बैठकर
No, but Sanju Verma, that was then. The data is right, but that was then. That is, their trust is not a fixed deposit. The mood is changing. The opposition is saying that, you must read the room. Sentiment badal raha hai. Rashid Kidwai.
Yeah. So I think, Pranesh, you are spot on. You see, Gen Z is, of course, is a one certain age group, but this is also a mental state of the voter. And there may be many people who are not age-wise, not part of Gen Z, but maybe thinking and having some sense of, outrage the way, some of the things that paper leaks were happening, or the sordid manner in which, the opposition political parties are sought to be, broken into small pieces, and all kind of defections are taking place. And Pradesh, one very important point we must look at from the caste prism. It is that upper caste which has been solidly with Mr. Narendra Modi and BJP since 2014. I see a certain, small but significant shift. And that is there in Bankipur. It may be very localized, but it is there. So the BJP needs to take in account its traditional, voter. Okay. Because the upper caste may be small in numbers, but they are opinion makers. So this is something, as I said, just a straw in the wind. The BJP can attend to it.
Dr. Ranganathan is coming in, sir. I think you object to something you said.
No, of course not. I think Kidwai ji ki main bahut izzat karta hu, but I think he might be right, he might not be. It's very difficult to say right now, but I just want to add that the erstwhile thinking that BJP is, I'm sorry to use the words, but it is a phrase, it's a Brahmin Banya party. But the fact it is no longer that. BJP is a pan-caste-based party with more emphasis on the non-upper caste. So I think there, Rashid ji might be wrong there. I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, Tehseen.
No, I just want to repeat something on this show that I heard the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson say. One, we should be gracious when somebody wins, but more importantly, I'm again saying this to everybody who wants to defeat the BJP. Our aim should not be defeating the BJP. Our aim should be winning. That's how politics is done. If your aim is to defeat the BJP, that won't happen. Honestly, I think we should win, the opposition. But if we celebrate other people's success and not look on our weak points, we won't win it. So let's be gracious in defeat and congratulate
Dr. Rajan, क्या ये तेजस्वी यादव की डिफीट है जिस तरह से ये बीजेपी की भी डिफीट है?
नहीं, देखिए, यह समझना होगा कि बांकीपुर का चुनाव इस तरह से बीजेपी की पकड़ थी वहां। आप जानते हैं कि अर्बन क्षेत्रों में बीजेपी की एक पकड़ है, उनके वोटर हैं, और लगातार पारंपरिक सीट है वहां, बीजेपी लगातार वहां से जीत रही थी। और उससे सबसे बड़ी बात है कि जो राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष हैं उनके छोड़े गए
सर, ये सब तो मैं बोल चुका हूं। डॉक्टर राजन, आप भी तो कुछ बोलिए अपनी तरफ से। ये तो मैं 3-4 बार कह चुका हूं कि उनकी पकड़ खत्म हो गई, वो लॉस ऑफ फेस है, राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष की सीट नहीं बचा पाए वो। आप लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? आप ऑपोजिशन पे तो आपकी पकड़ है या थी, रहनी चाहिए। वहां प्रशांत किशोर आ गए।
नहीं, ओपोजिशन देखिए ओपोजिशन में हम हैं, हमको जितने वोट आने चाहिए उस अनुकूल हमने वोट लाया है।
चलिए, अगर आप इससे खुश है सर नंबर 3 से, तो फिर वैसे ही है जैसे कांग्रेस के एक बड़े नेता ने कहा था, जीरो भी सेलिब्रेट कर रहे थे वो। तो मैं इससे ज्यादा क्या कह सकता हूं डॉक्टर राजन। Akshat, congratulations once again. I just hope better sense prevails in those who are linking this to Gen Z sentiment. And hopefully the vote chori allegation has been put to rest after this. Let's shift our attention